to another show of Babes Go Video. We're so glad you're here today to join us. We have been having so much fun, and the feedback we have been getting from our viewers has been incredible.
Oh my God, it's been awesome.
Hasn't it? And we really want to let you know how much we appreciate it, your suggestions, your questions, because it means a lot to us. So keep them coming. We really still want to hear from you. We really do.
It does, it does. And thank you for all the suggestions, comments, and you know what? I almost forgot this.
Oh God.
We still have a couple of Babes in Voiceland t-shirts to give away.
Oh yeah.
So if you want a t-shirt, the first 2 people that email me, those t-shirts are yours, baby.
And our email address is babesinvoiceland@gmail.com.
Yes, it is.
Aha.
Very good.
Aha.
We have messed that up from time to time, but
We have.
but we got it now.
So we got kind of a theme going here.
Yes, we
so
do.
A, thank you for helping us fine tune the show. That'd be one thing. Anyway, so we've had a lot of fun since our last show, and we've done a lot of brainstorming since our last show, and we hope everybody's been staying healthy
Yes.
since our last show. Wearing your masks, remember, don't be a mask hole.
Right.
But I got to tell you, we went to brunch the other day.
We did.
And when we were done eating, I, being a multitasking type of a married woman that I am, had to go grocery shopping. Off to the store I go. And of course they have the sign that says, no shoes, no shirt, no mask, no get in the store. So I complied, even though I don't like to. And I'm in the store and I'm doing my grocery shopping and I see everybody else complying because nobody there was being a mask hole. And that was great until I saw this young girl, curvaceous, brunette. Must have married well,
Yeah.
tight clothes,
Yeah.
designer sunglasses, teeny tiny teacup doggy tucked in her arm.
Hot
Ooh,
looking
that's a
girl.
no-no. And she was popping her bubble gum as she walked from aisle to aisle. And how did I know this? Because she wasn't wearing a mask. Oh, so no mask, little dog, 2 rules broken in the grocery store, and I'm looking around like, who the hell does she think she is? I'm getting mad. I'm like,
So what did you do?
I looked around for an employee thinking I was going to rat her out and say, hey, can you handle this? And then all of a sudden I realized that I was turning into a mask hole, and I decided that probably wasn't what I wanted to be. So I started laughing, and everybody looked at me like I'd lost my mind, and then I just walked away.
There you go.
So there you
Because
go.
If you saw our last show, Diana did complain about people turning people in and being mask holes.
Don't be a mask hole.
Don't be a mask hole.
Okay.
Well, I got to tell you a story.
Okay.
This is something that happened last night. I'm sitting in the kitchen, and I got up, I don't know why, to walk to the back door, and across the yard, I see like a little black clump, and I'm thinking, oh my God, something died in my backyard.
A rat.
So, of course, I'm going to call Grady, because I'm not going out there to get it. That's not happening.
Chicken!
And as I
Brave,
look-
independent women we are.
and as I'm saying, Grady, come here, I see a little birdie's head pop up and go like this. Oh my God. So I went out there, it's in the far side of the yard. I go to take a look and I bent down to look at the birdie. He was just a baby and he opened his mouth. As soon as he's like, feed me. And I thought,
That feeds everybody.
oh
so.
my God, this little guy, we looked, we couldn't see a nest, but he must have fallen out of his nest. So I made sure I gave him a couple breadcrumbs because he opened his mouth. I dropped them right in and then I put a little water and so I thought, what am I going to do? Should I bring him in? Should I leave him out?
No. Leave him out.
Well,
He's made to be outside.
I texted the vet we used to have when Bailey was alive.
Right.
And she said, could be his mother died. If he's sick and dying, she may abandon him. Just wait through the night and see what happens. So I get up this morning and he's like, peep, peep, peep.
Mommy Beth, more food.
So I was instructed to go to the grocery store, which I did at 6 a.m., and got some cat kibble. And I was instructed
Really?
by more than one person, you put the cat kibble in water, and then I used of course, through the needle way, but the half of a syringe. I got all that.
She's got
medical
everything
stuff.
in her house.
So
Everything.
I just sucked up the kibble water, and I went there and he just opened his mouth and took it right in. And then I saw 2 bigger birds kind of hovering around. Well, the second time I went out, it must be his mama, and they can't get him back to the nest because this bird was squawking so bad, I swear I thought she was going to dive bomb my head. I mean, she was like, So,
So the bird is in safe hands with
Yeah.
Beth because Beth knows how to take care of the creatures of
does.
the Lord.
Yes.
Because just so you know, and we'll talk about this probably on another show with photographs, but she has 2 desert tortoises. You guys
I
know
do.
that.
Checkers and
And
sprinkles.
she feeds them delicious, fresh fruit and vegetables every day.
Mm-hmm.
And then because they're desert tortoises and it's hot outside, but she doesn't want them burrowing under the house.
correct.
What do, Beth?
I make giant ice blocks. And seriously, if you have a desert tortoise, when it starts getting like 100 or more, put a giant ice block in front of where they're sleeping for the day, and they will not burrow. Well, what if they burrowed and went under the house? How would I get them out?
Well, I would think they could burrow themselves back
But
out
what
from
if they
under
get
the house.
stuck?
But just
Listen,
in case.
Listen, I've been taking care of these babies for 21 years now. So,
I know, you have.
So,
Yeah.
Mama
anyway.
Beth, she takes care of all of us.
Yes.
she
so
really does.
I named the little birdie Peanut, and my ex-vet texted and said, what did she say? It was really funny.
I don't know.
It was like, Beth, please don't get too attached to the bird. Statistically, it will fly away.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about, we're going to have a guest today for
We
the
are.
first time ever.
We are.
Mr. John Duck.
We're really excited.
And you don't know who he is, but Diana, tell a little bit about the duck.
Well, you're in for a treat
You are in for a treat.
because he is an inventor.
Yes.
He is an entrepreneur.
Yes.
He is an incredible musician.
Yes.
He's also a very talented voice actor. And so, as Beth already mentioned, his name is John Duck, and we can't wait to bring John Duck on stage. And Duck, you get it?
And-
Duck. And no, Beth, no, not that kind of duck. John Duck. John Duck.
Yes.
Wait until you meet him. And?
And I just found out as I was letting him in the door, he's also now an author.
Oh.
And an author.
And an author.
What an extraordinary
secrets.
man.
So listen, we're going to take a short break, but stay right there. Don't touch that dial or that computer volume slide or whatever you got. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Dr. Christopher Choi has long been recognized as one of the top concierge doctors in Las Vegas. He and the entire staff at the Concierge Wellness Center have earned the reputation of unsurpassed medical care and service to all of their patients. In a continuing effort to always advance his practice, Dr. Choi is now offering an additional service using the most advanced laser therapy treatments available. Sure, being in great physical health is very important, but so is the mental boost you get when you know you look your best. Whether you want to lose those wrinkles, diminish acne scars, decrease pigmentation, are in need of skin tightening or permanent fat reduction, here's the answer. No matter what procedure suits you best, you have peace of mind knowing there is no actual surgery and no downtime. You just get results with these amazing laser treatments. You might wonder if it hurts. The answer is no. All you feel is a slight tingly feeling when having the procedure. Now is the time to go for it. You'll love the results you'll get. Call Concierge Wellness Center at 702-463-8080. Again, that's 702-463-8080. You'll be glad you did.
And we're back, and thank you for hanging in there through our commercial. We would like to introduce Mr. John Duck.
Yay!
Thank you for having me. Yes.
He's our buddy.
Well, there's nothing on TV. I was going to come down and bug you guys. Sure. There you go.
We have known John for, well, I've known him a lot longer than you girls. We've been friends for years and years. We met through an old group that we all belong to that's non-existent anymore, but thank
It was
God.
a voiceover workshop. You
Yeah,
know, I think
yeah.
between the three of you guys, I've probably read 6, 7 dozen times.
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
We had it together, you know, including the radio shows that we had going.
Yeah.
All
yeah.
of that. you know?
Hosted
time
with you,
ago.
yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
And we also had John on one of our audio podcast shows.
Yes, with Babes and Voiceland.
Yeah, everything was fine
Yeah.
until the cops found out. You know, you know,
He played the surfer dude.
He
Go.
did.
to
My
my
boyfriend,
like,
yeah.
I'll have to
surfing
remember.
stuff,
He was my
man.
boyfriend.
I have to remember what
Yeah.
episode that is.
Yeah.
and pop up the name of the episode so you can go
was
to
fun.
babesandvoiceland.com and
That was a lot of fun.
and hear that. It was, I think it was
The
a
trick that night
2-episode
was
show.
to keep from starting to laugh. You know.
Oh, while taping, yeah.
Yeah.
That was great.
Absolutely.
So, Ducky,
Yes.
the thing I want you to tell our listeners most of all
Yes.
is the story of Dr. Duck's Axe Wax.
Dr. Duck's Axe Wax and String Lube.
This is awesome.
Actually brought it all together. That's what got all started for me with Ducks Deluxe.
Ducks Deluxe.
That's the name of the company.
Oh,
We,
alrighty then.
Yeah, we brought it in mid-July of 1992.
Really?
And so far haven't missed too many meals, so there you go. You know,
That's
working
nice.
again.
That's very nice.
But at the time, I was doing a number of related chemical things with agrochemicals and petrochemicals as far as brokering truckloads and such. The antifreeze recycling thing had just started. And somehow I wound up on the front end of that, pioneering that whole thing. So I was amongst other, chemical engineers, if you were, that were very creative, and told them what I had in mind for a polish, that I'd been working on it. And
Didn't you say you started inventing it in your kitchen? Didn't you tell me that?
yeah,
Fellow scientist.
Good to know.
yeah, we were making it up in the kitchen pretty much.
But you know what?
Legal batches only,
to
though.
me, it's encouraging for people to know that
You can still do
because
that.
anybody can become anything in this life. I mean, who would think what a great company you have because of.
So how
that
did you
started?
segue from what you were doing with antifreeze recycling or whatever that was that you were on the cutting edge to doing a product that was going to treat
Guitars.
the passion is guitars, because all the same time I'm still playing music,
Right.
and the talks and various and sundry nightclubs and such. And I was interested in coming because nothing was out that mattered that I could tell that I had run into.
right?
Yeah.
So I took my youngest daughter, got bummed a couple of NAMM show tickets, went down to NAMM and did an exploration thing, see what's down there, if anything is down there at all. Martin Guitar had, at the time, a water-based wax that you could put a nice little shine on an acoustic
Right.
guitar. Martin, I'll get to Martin in a minute. Gibson had this stuff in a can everybody hated, nobody could use. The only stuff that I could find that was decent was named New Age Guitar Gloss by, I believe it was GHS Guitar Strings. Fabulous product. Can't use it on the fretboard, okay? Mine you can. So, lo and behold, this was born. Voila, here, I'll pass that around. You guys can
And
Yes.
it is.
It's got a
this
seal
is
on it, so you
awesome.
won't get it
I'll
all
put
over
a little
you.
picture.
That will ruin your clothes, by the way, if you get any of it on you.
It'll make your guitar shine, but it'll ruin your clothes.
Yeah, well.
So just be
Yes,
warned.
also right.
Use with caution.
Printed up a bunch of, cooked up some samples, handed them out to like Guitar Row down in Hollywood. There's all
Right.
these guitar shops.
Yeah.
And some known guns, and here, try this, and I think I'm onto something. Shreding calls back, well, you got to take this to the market, man. You got to put this out, Had no idea what to call it. By the way, the Dr. Duck thing, that was not my idea.
No.
All of a sudden, a friend of mine, Keith Alexander, calls. He says, Duck, I know what you need to call.
The product.
Yes, I have the perfect name for it. And I said, what's that? He says, Dr. Duck's Axe Wax. I said, Dr. Duck's Axe Wax.
That's got such a
I
ring
said,
to it.
That sounds, well, yeah, there's a surfboard wax called Mr. Zog's Sex Wax.
Right.
Which is a well-known
Look at
did
you
not
go
know
right.
that.
How do you know that?
I lived in San Diego. I had a
that's true.
surfboard.
That's true.
Ah, when you
course.
surf, you like to ride a
Yeah, I
board,
wasn't
then?
really good at
Well,
it.
nobody ever is. I mean, it's like playing guitar. It's a lifetime thing,
Right. But yeah.
But anyway, so I'm thinking about this name, and about 15 minutes later, I get another phone call. This thing was from Chris, and Chris says, Ducky, I know what you need to call that stuff. I said, what? This is Dr. Duck's Axe Wax. I said, you're right. Now, meanwhile, that's two different circles. Chris is over in this circle, and Keith's over in this.
cool.
So
It
two
was
different
meant
groups.
to be.
They don't know each other.
And they both came up with the same name.
And 15 minutes apart.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much settled.
That's it.
Yeah.
pretty much
Yeah.
settled.
Absolutely.
And so did the first NAMM show and immediately popped 3 major distributors, one in Germany, one in England. I can't remember where the other one was. There's a third one out there somewhere in the
Wow.
universe. And been going ever since.
What else you got hiding down in
Other
this
stuff.
box?
Yeah, various and sundry things, turned into.
I'm ready to see. He's got a whole
That's
box
like,
full of stuff.
there's treats,
here.
there's
Have you guys
treats.
ever had a dream? Have you ever had a dream, like a vision in a dream that woke you up? And
Yes.
I'm not talking about, oh, man, I just had a dream. I'm talking about sit up at 3 o'clock in the morning, straight up with your eyes wide open, and you're not going back to sleep. One of those dreams?
Oh, no, I
Yeah.
can't say that I have. Mine's still
This.
coming. Mine's still coming
Okay.
for the next
This.
part of my life.
This.
What is that?
It's a puzzle. This is a guitar neck rest. See, Dr. Duck's guitar neck rest.
I love
That's
that.
branded in. So
I
when you-
never saw that before.
when you
You never
change-
showed me that.
Well, that's why I'm here. Figured bring some surprises. You want to fix your guitar? You lay it this way. Actually, it's adjustable too. By the way, here I'll show you.
So it goes
This
for
is
different
for electric
guitars?
guitar. Yeah, this is.
Like this one, right? This would be an electric guitar?
Yeah, that's set for
Oh,
electric.
and by
For
the way,
Now, if
friends,
you want to do acoustic,
for friends that don't
by the
know
way,
things.
may I say a disclaimer? These guitars belong to Terry's son. They do not belong to John or I. We would not do this with our strings. We would not leave them hanging.
needs a
So,
polish too.
please
They need to
know.
be polished.
Please
well,
know. Disclaimer.
These are starter guitars.
Does your kid play?
Both
pretty
of
good?
my sons play, and these were their starter guitars.
Right.
I did not bring their good ones because, as people know, it's
110.
It's 100 in hell here
Yes.
in
It
Las
is,
Vegas.
but it's a dry heat.
100 in hell. I like that.
That's right.
Can I have that?
Yes, you
Yes.
can.
I'll send the check tomorrow.
All righty.
And I didn't want to bring their good ones
Hell no.
because, one, I didn't have permission. They were still sleeping. I just borrowed the guitars. And two, for some of us that don't know a lot about guitars, some of this is going to go over our heads.
Right.
Being the teacher I am, I'm like, I need models. I need demonstrations. So that's why they're here. So this would lay on that.
Yeah,
is
this
what
would
I'm
be,
getting
this,
at.
That would set just like this, just like that there.
Oh, okay.
And you can change your
Oh,
strings and
nice.
polish your
I want
polish.
one of those.
Oh.
Brought you one. I brought you one.
Wow. Okay. And then it would
brought me
adjust
one.
for the acoustic.
Now,
'cause
to
it's-
adjust for the acoustic, you have to take it apart.
Oh, okay. But you said it's like a puzzle.
And then
It
this
is.
one goes here,
There you go.
because now you got a higher rise. Hang on a minute.
This is brilliant. All the years I've known him, I never saw this before.
Well, actually, I didn't come up with the make it adjustable. Bill Tracy came up with that. And he's the guy with the laser, because I called him. First thing I did was go to the computer and spend the next 2 hours to see if anybody's even in the same zip
Would
code.
you look at that?
Wow.
Even in the same
Is that
zip
cool?
code with
Yeah.
with anything like this at all. Nobody was. And okay, so like I'm brainstorming on different things. I came up with a similar thing, and I called him. He says, I think I know how to make that adjustable. Well, the first one was about this long and this wide. No, okay. So the second one, better. This was the third attempt, and we've
That's
been
cool.
ever since.
Oh,
That's
it's perfect.
beautiful. It's
And
perfect.
so far, I'm no longer selling them to dealers. I'm only selling them pretty much to end users.
Okay.
I distribute most of my own products. I have proper distribution on this, by the way.
What website do people go to buy your products, or is it a phone number? Is it a
DucksDeluxe.com.
ducksdeluxe.com?
That's DucksDeluxe.com.
I will have it right there.
And so far, there's just over 5,000 of these out in the field.
Wow.
That's awesome.
So
that's
we
great.
sold a few. On the polish, I have bona fide distribution as well as my own I distribute it as well. We're global with the polish.
By the way, Guitar Center is out and needs more polish.
Just sent down 3 gross.
Okay, because I went
I was out. They
last
called. They
week.
wanted 4. I didn't have it.
I went last week. I did because I
We
was
could have a bottle. Yeah.
just in case he didn't have any extra to bring for show and tell. I went to buy a bottle, and they're like, "We are so sorry. We are out of that. We have something else." Nope. If it's not Dr.
Something
Duck's,
else won't
I
do.
don't use
Something
it.
else? How dare you?
How
Something
dare.
else?
I'm like, if it's not Dr. Duck's, I don't want it.
What else did I bring for you guys to ponder?
Let's see. What else?
Oh,
It's got a goodie
these.
box.
Have you seen these?
What is that?
Oh,
I know. Sidewinder?
it almost looks like a little dreidel.
I'll show you what it does.
Sidewinder.
Here, take one for your kid.
Oh,
Okay. How many kids
For
you got on
strings.
guitars?
2.
Listen, take another one because that way they don't fight.
Okay.
Any other guitars?
I'll have one. Thank
Okay.
you.
Well, you're getting one anyway with one of those neck rests.
Oh, okay.
That comes with the neck rest. When you get the neck rest, this is how they're packed. Okay.
Oh,
And
nice.
it absolutely just fits perfect in there.
okay.
Here, you get
Nice.
a pink one. You'd rather have a pink one? There you go. Those are yours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Now, what this
Presents.
is, you know how you can like wind the guitar strings like this?
Right.
With your fingers?
Yeah, see?
Or you can take that, get you a cordless screwdriver, stick it in here, and wind.
It's brilliant.
Now, if you're really bored and there's nothing on TV, you can just sit and see how long it takes to wear the battery down. But I wouldn't suggest that. Okay.
That is great because they have the ones with the little handles, but
Yeah,
I
they have the
like,
crank, but this is for.
do you know what? I have to admit, if my old music partner Lynn is watching this,
So
she's
much
going to
fun.
say, Beth, when's the last time you changed your strings? I hate changing my strings. I do it, but I hate it.
You need to
This
get one of
is
these
better.
chingaderos and put that on there. Yeah,
I got a million of them.
Chingaderos.
Oh, God,
Excuse me, sorry
God
about
knows
that.
I will
know
have
what
that in my
means. I
garage,
forgot.
right?
Yes, you will.
Sorry.
I have that.
She
in
will
my
have
garage.
that power screwdriver in her garage.
Yep.
She will.
That is true.
Charged up.
So there you go on that. That's how that works. Strings. We morphed into a brand of strings, by the way.
Nice.
Here, these are for you. You got
Look
acoustic.
at this.
Right?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, take those. Okay.
This is awesome.
I should
Or
start
better
playing
give one
guitar
to
so I can
Terry.
get presents
You take one, give one to
too.
Terry.
All right,
Give
here,
one to
I'll take
Terry.
one.
Here.
Are these 12s?
Yeah, those are 12s.
Do they
Both
have a
are
12
12s.
string?
I have a 12 string, but I didn't bring any.
Oh, these are 6 string? Okay.
Yeah, that's a 6 string.
Because it said 12s. I thought maybe
Yeah,
it
that
was
was
a
from
That's,
12 to 53.
Gotcha.
I have another one that's green, says 10, then one at 11, 12,
Thank
and
you,
then
baby.
13
For like
acoustics.
tension?
Thank you.
These are, well, when you get into the tensions,
great.
that's classical. That's
Oh,
high
okay.
tension, medium, high, and there's a bunch of those. I have a line of that too. There's 3 different sizes. But on these, they're wrapped tighter than most of the commercial strings. that are out
Really?
there,
I can't
Yeah,
wait to
so
try
are we.
it.
Well, the tighter the wrap, the more tone you get. The more
tone.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, the more vibration, I should say.
Yes, we know.
That's different than drama or rhythm,
God,
but works pretty good.
too funny.
And
Okay, so all of these products are available on
yeah, exactly.
ducksdeluxe.com.
Yeah, well, these are sold through distributors. I've got some distribution on these.
I love
If
these.
there's any music stores out there listening to this broadcast, check CE Distributing, St. Louis Music, RKMC. They'll
All right.
supply. Same with the polish. If you're in China, I've got distribution in China, South Korea, Singapore. I've got also Japan.
Dang, Doc.
I've got Australia.
Nice.
I've got Bangkok, Thailand.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a song
That's
about
cool.
Bangkok. That's how evil they are.
One night
and then
in.
in Europe, we've got 21 different countries distributed through Holland. It's called the Music Alliance.
cool.
This guy's sitting on 23 distributors in 21 different countries. Then
Unbelievable.
I've got England, I've got Germany.
Wow.
So there's a few places you can get it, you know.
Yeah.
It's taken a lifetime to get here, you know.
Yeah,
Wow.
that is cool.
I
You
miss-
are so special. And he's our buddy.
Thank you for saying that.
Well, we've got a lot
I
more
have-
we want to ask you, but I think we need to take a quick break.
Are you on a hard break? Okay.
Yeah, and then we'll come back, and then we've got some more questions for you and
Well,
more
I'll-
things we
Okay.
need to know.
I'll wait right here.
We will be back in just
I'll
one
wait
second.
right here.
Please
Stay
stand
tuned.
by.
Stay tuned.
Rubber ducky, you're the one. You make bath time lots of fun. Rubber ducky, I'm awfully fond of you. Vo-vo-vo-dee-o.
Hey, Diana, check this out. Look how many hits we're getting on YouTube.
Oh my God, this is so exciting.
Oh, let me see. Can you believe how much attention our show's getting? Babes Go Video, it's rocking.
Yeah, and our sponsors are loving it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
maybe we
they
should tell
are.
everyone out there that we still have a few spots open for some sponsors.
Well, Diana, I think you just did.
I did, huh?
She did. Seriously, if you have a business and you'd like to sponsor Babes Go Video, please contact us at babesinvoiceland@gmail.com.
We can't wait to welcome you to the family.
Breaker 19, this here's a rubber duck. You got a copy on me, big fan? Come on.
Yeah.
And we're back with the inimitable Dr. Duck.
Voila!
Voila, voila.
Voila!
Okay, so I have a question for you.
Yes.
Who is your favorite famous person that you got to meet or interact with as a musician?
Ooh,
Mick Jagger.
awesome.
Lon Gilgore, you needed to hear that. Okay. He's
Yeah.
my very dear friend, and he loves
Jagger, you met Jagger too?
No.
Jagger's absolutely,
No, her
he's
friend
fabulous. He's
loves
fantastic.
Jagger.
He's
So tell
fantastic.
us about
Performed
that.
with him? How did that happen? Did you like open for him, or
I
he
was-
hanging at the club?
I was at Sunset Sound Studio, recording studio,
Yeah.
out on it's out on Sunset. That's part of where it got its name, I guess.
Yeah.
Right.
But they were in the main studio. Christofferson was in Studio B,
for God's
and John Sebastian was in Studio C. Now, two of my friends were engineers there, so I'm in the front office, and Jagger comes walking in like no big thing.
All right.
He's got snakeskin boots on. His pants are lime green. No, they're not either. His pants were
Some neon
his
color.
pants were pink.
There we go.
He had a sort of like a blouse type of top that was lime green. A purple tuxedo with tails, purple satin with yellow fringe. This is what the cat's wearing. This is 1970
I was going to
early.
ask that. I was going to ask that.
It's 70 early.
Man.
And he's waiting for Stephen Stills to come get him because he's staying at Stephen Stills'
Stephen
house
Stills.
up
How
in
cool is that?
up in Laurel Canyon, and he's trying to get a hold of him on the phone. And Mick, how are you, man? I'm in awe of your whole thing. Hey, all right, he's got a British accent, and he started talking like that, but he's not that bad. You could actually understand what he was saying. And he was just, everything was, life was terrific, business was great, people were wonderful, And so that was,
I wish I knew you back in the day in California.
it was crazy.
You guys were both back there in
Oh, yeah.
California.
It was
then.
nuts.
Did you guys
Yeah,
notice
when
how
you
he
say-
just kind of dropped those names like it was nothing?
Another cat that was utterly I'm going to say Jagger, also Mose Allison, and then Billy F. Gibbons from ZZ Top.
Wow.
I'm doing a guitar show. It was in Pomona, California.
Okay.
The big fairground they have.
Yeah.
And word gets out when a star hits. Star warning, because they come through
Yeah.
looking for guitars,
Yeah.
And so Billy Gibbons' ZZ Top shows up. I understand that he'd already bought like a half a dozen guitars before he gets around to me. I come walking up to him and I go, "This is it." And he steps back. He says, "That's it?" And I said, "Yeah, this is it." He says, "I've been looking for it forever. What does it do?" I said, "That." I pointed to my guitar. He says, "I like that." I says, "You may have that." He says, "Can I give this to my friend and can I have another one?" And he turns around and he hands it to this guy that I didn't recognize. It turned out to be David Geffen, okay? The guy that runs the whole damn place, gives it to him, okay? And he
I
takes
once
it up.
dated a guy that was related to David Geffen, but I never met him.
Lives in Malibu and he's got false no parking signs that are not real because he don't want anybody parking in front of his place. There's a whole thing on Geffen, there's a lot of stories on that. But haven't heard from him since. Then another guitar
I hope he
show
bought more polish.
we did Brian Setzer came by from Stray Kratz, gave him a bottle.
Oh man.
Axl Rose gave him a T-shirt from Guns N'
Cool.
Roses.
Oh, one of the Dr. Ducks?
Yeah.
So you can buy the t-shirts too?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta
buy
go on
a
this
shirt.
website. I gotta check this
want a
out.
shirt?
Yeah,
You guys don't want a shirt, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I might have brought some. I left some. I think they're in the car. I'm
We
gonna have to
like
check.
wearing shirts that advertise really cool stuff.
I'll have to look at the car.
We could have worn.
We could have worn duck shirts.
We'd all be twins. Yeah, this year's model is purple. Is that purple enough for
We
her?
love
Purple is
purple.
perfect.
Isn't that just gorgeous?
You know what?
purple? I
Yeah, it's
love
kind
it.
of a royal purple.
You're going to have to
Yeah.
come back on
Yeah.
the show again so we can all wear duck shirts.
Next year when we have green ones, well, green ones wouldn't work.
No,
You
we
wouldn't be able
can't
to-
do green.
Can't do
Green's-
green.
We would
right.
disappear. But
All right.
yeah.
That's why we were talking about Mick Jagger's pants. If they were green, we'd have had to do something because he couldn't wear those pants on the.
I'm a published author now, you know.
What did you write?
Tell them.
And probably all his shenanigans and all his stories that we won't have time to hear.
DuckTales.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. I need to write that down. I was going to write a book, but I'm afraid to tell all. Of course,
DuckTales.
actually, with all the years, the statute of limitations are long gone, so maybe
You
I
couldn't
should.
get arrested for
Yeah.
them. and-
Yeah, anymore.
Or
Of course, half of the
sued
stuff's
for some
legal,
of the
you know.
stuff.
But no, the Practical Chord and Fretboard Chart series.
That's your book?
Yes.
Well, no, it's not a book. It's here, I'll show you.
Oh, yeah. I've
Show
seen
and tell.
these.
See which one.
These are really helpful
This here.
to use for
Yes.
things.
They're in
yeah.
here. Now there's actually 5 different ones. There's 4 about chords and fretboard, and the 5th one is about theory. And there's one for guitar. Now notice you have chords that you can use in a jamming or working musical environment on one side. On the other side, you've got the fretboard filled into the 15th fret with the names and
Terry being a
each
teacher
note.
And it's
will
laminated.
appreciate this.
color-coded for natural
Like
sharps and flats,
flashcards.
how to bar chords, how to read tabs, some basic theory.
Isn't that great?
3-hole punch.
Your
to
3-hole
put in a
punch for
folder.
your notebooks. So
Yeah.
take that home for you.
Yeah,
There's one
thank
for you too.
Thank you, baby.
I have one for banjo. You don't want to play banjo?
I'll take one.
You want one from
wanna take
banjo?
banjo?
No, I want just for guitar.
Okay, I have banjo. I have mandolin. I have
mandolin?
ukulele.
I could see you with a ukulele.
I got
dear
ukulele,
God.
and I got music theory, and that's the series
cool.
on that.
Wow.
This is capable
is
of getting
cool.
very deep in a hurry, by the way. This one here.
Yeah.
This keep you up all night.
Are those
Over my
available
head.
on your website as well?
Pretty much through distributors. So far, I counted up how many of these in combinations with the Dial series, which I'm about to lay on you here in a minute. We're just shy of 250,000 in the field right now. So,
That's awesome.
yeah.
Wow.
very
Very
Have
cool.
you ever played
published-
violin? Have you ever played violin?
No, but it's the same fingering as the mandolin. A lot of people didn't know that. If you're going to get into violin, this is where your fingers go to make the different chords.
I have.
It's the exact same
I have an
fingering.
awesome violin. I have to show you sometime.
Well, here, take this too then.
I do not know how to play it yet. And I won't
Presents.
go into the story because it's too long, but this violin is over 100 years old, and I've had it refinished, and it's really beautiful. Wow. So, whenever you want to play violin, let me know.
Yeah.
Voila. Anyway,
Cool.
that keeps me out of trouble
That
most
is
of the time.
awesome.
So I'm at a Christmas party with the bass player for Dr. Duck's Prescription, which was a band that we were playing covers and stuff, playing the Tonks. I since retired that. All we ever wound up with was biker gigs for some reason. That's the kind of music that bikers like. They
Right.
like
Right.
they're like outlaw country, roadhouse blues, and hard rock,
Right.
early rockabilly and stuff. And this guy pulls out this music theory dial that he'd come up with called Harmony Wheel, and passes it around. And I was fascinated by it. It's a killer idea, and I didn't ever see anybody ever come up with that. And asked him if anybody was marketing it for him, and he said, "Well, yeah, we had a guy that actually got us into Sam Ash, and that's pretty good. Sam Ash got 40 some odd locations." Bernice Ash hates me. I'm not sure why, but
Really?
yeah, I'll get over it someday.
We love you.
I feel better already. I knew there was something I liked about today. Anyway, so he tells me that they lost the guy that was marketing it, and I said, "Well, I might be able to move a few of them for you." And then the bass player introduces me as, "This is the guy with the polish." "Oh, you're the guy with the polish." All of a sudden the conversation changes, okay?
Right.
Okay, well, after they folded their prayer mats back up and put them back in the car, and we were done with the accolades and all that, he said, "You got to talk to the money man." I said, "Okay." I said, "What you got to do is you got to figure out how much you want for them. Give me a figure, and I'll tell you if I can do anything with them." So he gave me a price. I said, "Yeah, I can move a few. Give me 144 of them." I heard a gasp on the other end of the phone. I said, "Okay, you don't know me. I'll give you cash." Okay. I moved him that afternoon, called him that later, and said, "Okay, I need 288 more." Huh?
Wow.
They were sitting about 3,500, maybe 3,600 of them. I moved them. Took about. I had them gone within probably 5-6 weeks.
Wow.
That's awesome.
They didn't want to go back into production. Anyway, I'm getting feedback from some of the people out there, and there's mistakes on them. Cost me a couple of my customers. "Duck, what did you send me? This isn't correct," that kind of thing. Anyway, I took that idea and made my own. I had to. And this is what it came out with. Dial a note, dial harmony.
Nice.
Nobody else is crazy enough to try and do this, to get all this information
That is cool.
on music theory.
Very cool.
But if you want to change keys or you want to learn the Nashville number system, here it is, you know.
Isn't that awesome?
It's
It is.
incredible.
What, like professors at schools, my brain's going, you know, do they use them then with the students?
I have had a few. I had a guy that was teaching in USC pick up 72 of them a while back. Haven't heard from him since. Maybe he still has them. I don't know.
Yeah.
There was a couple of others that did too. I actually, when I had this together, as well as part of the series here, took a run at Alfred Music, Mel Bay, Hal Leonard, and South Coast. Those are the big four publishers. They won't touch it. If they didn't make it, they won't
Really?
touch it.
You know what?
So I'll sell them myself.
My niece is a music teacher at grade school
Right.
in Tucson. I'm gonna.
That might be a
get
little
that to-
advanced. Well, maybe fifth
No,
grade.
but,
Who knows?
Well, the do re mi's
good
are here
for-
too.
I think she'd love
See,
it.
do re mi fa sol la ti.
Oh,
Yeah,
perfect.
the solfeggio
get-
names. And
For all you
one of those
brainiacs
to
out there,
Denise.
there's something here called diatonic
Di-
scale degrees.
Diatonic scale degrees are there, yes. The solfeggio names, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, the minor degrees of scale.
Wow.
Wow.
The ancient
to
Greek
do a deer.
modes.
A
See,
female
modes.
deer.
It's got modes.
Ray, a drop of
Anyway, so
golden
that's what's new and
sun.
exciting in my world. That's what I've been doing.
I had to
name
say that
I
we're
call
about out of
myself,
time. Already, look at, we are about out
Can
of.
we
Doug,
have,
do
can we
a
have
song
John
as we
play
go
us
out?
out? Can you play us out?
Yeah.
I don't want to end.
Me neither.
I want to
We're
sing.
going to have him back
No.
again. You're going to come back again and film with us, Ducky? That's what you're playing us out? That sounds great. All right, well, we will see you again. Thanks to our special guest, John Duck. And from Diana, Beth, and Terry, have a great, safe couple of weeks, and we'll see you soon. Come on back and see us again. Take care.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay.